started attending Pathway of Life 40 years ago, and my friend Sue told me about it, but I also had some cousins that went to church here, Randall and Pam Jenkins at that time, and when I first came to Pathway, I just felt real at home. Pastor Danny and Sister Norma, I love y'all, and I thank you for all of these years of your faithful service. I thank you for loving me and accepting me and making me feel at home from the very start. And I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me, all of the years of being there through all the deaths in my family. They've shown me love, and they've prayed for me many, many years. And I just want to thank you for being the most wonderful pastors in the world, and I say that from the bottom of my heart.
I first heard about Pathway of Life at my job. A lady that worked there with me invited me to come. She told me how great the church was, and she was right. It was wonderful, and I've been attending here since May of 1991.
Our first time to visit here was 1994. I was a guest of Henry and Cruz, and I've been a member here ever since. It's been over 26 years now.
Stability, for one thing. We have learned to enjoy going to church. We have made a lot of good friends and such a welcoming experience when we came here. And Pastor has always been upfront with us and honest with us, and we appreciate that.
I've learned simply that to be a giver. Pastor Danny and Sister Norma has been great examples in that area, in all aspects, in giving. So I walk away under their covering with giving. Pastor Danny and Sister Norma, they always did community outreach. They always did community outreach, and I love that. Everybody in the surrounding areas, they knew about Pathway because we were a church that gave to the community, back to the community.
We're one big family. We come together. If somebody goes through something, we all go through something. We pull together and support one another.
Of course, their loving and their leadership was the most, but the church we was at for so long, it just so much turmoil and not no stability there. So when we got here, it was totally different. We could feel the love, and then after about 6 months we was talking, we said, hey, do you feel the peace that we never felt before?
Hey Pastor, this is where my journey began with the Lord and with Pathway of Life. I've got so many great memories here. This is where I got to see what a true Christian heart looks like. This is where you taught me servant leadership. This is where it all began for me. I thank you so much for all that you taught me. I've had the privilege of serving as armor bearer for you for over 10 years. I thank you so much for what you and Sister Norma have imparted on me and my family.
Thank you, Pastor, for all the years that you've been our pastor, and we so much appreciate you and the stability that you had and what you had looking toward God all the time. That means a lot. And your faith in Him and the love for the people.
Sister Norma, our hearts always been entwined together. You've always been a prayer warrior with me or for me. You've always helped with my family. I've always appreciated the prayers that you've said for me and my family. And I love the little talks we've always had in your office. I love your little cards that you've always sent.
We started attending Pathway of Life Church 22 years ago. I caught the end of one of Pastor Danny's sermons that was on national television, and I really enjoyed his anointed preaching.
I started attending Pathway of Life in 2005 during the time of Hurricane Katrina. We came here because we was in a hotel, Hampton Inn on Military, and the church came by and fed us. And so the Helping Hands came and fed us. And so we communicated with the people and we were fellowshipping, and as we were fellowshipping, they asked us to come over. So we came over, and when we came over, we had went to a couple other churches before then, but when we came to Pathway, it was just so much love and affection there. And once we came there, we knew where we needed to be. So we've been here for 15 years at the Pathway of Life Church. The most important thing I learned is to be honest and faithful and stay in the Word.
There's so many words to say about what I have actually learned since I've been here. There's actually no words for it. You know whenever you are led by a shepherd that has followed God all his life and is poured into you, you feel that heart, that feeling like, yeah, this man knows exactly, and he has walked the walk. And I'm so happy I have been able to walk the walk with him, and will continue to walk that walk and continue his legacy. This church is phenomenal. The first time I walked in through the doors, I just felt the welcoming, and it's like I was wrapped around God's arms.
Pastor Danny and Sister Norma are the most caring and kind people I have ever met. They walk the straight and narrow. They are real. They are loving. They've been a part of our life now for the 22 years, and there's not been a time that I couldn't go to Pastor for something or to Sister Norma. They are faithfully praying for us, for all of us, for all the members. They love us, and they're just so genuine. You know, I'm in love with their hearts.
I would just like to say that I love you and just thank you for the 17 years and 10 months and a few days as my pastor and my leader, and I've learned so much under your tutelage, and you will be greatly missed.
Pastor Danny, Sister Norma, I just want to thank you for always being in our lives, always leading us in the right direction, always giving us counsel, always being there for us, especially for our children. I was raised without a father, and you've been that father figure for the last 22 years, and I just want to thank you for that. Sister Norma, I appreciate the time that you've had the conversations with Lisa, just to bond and to just be part of our family. We love you guys. We appreciate Christina. We appreciate everything that you guys have done for us. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank you for being the man of God that you are, Pastor. Sister Norma, I would like to thank you for being the woman of God that you are. and thank you all for everything that you has done, still doing, and gonna do. Congratulations, Pastor.
Pastor Danny, it was a few months ago, you stepped into our staff meeting and you said this with tears in your eyes. You said, I have one dream left. We're standing on that dream today, and we are committed to build vision around your dream, to stand on your shoulders, to build on the foundation that you and Miss Norma have laid 43 years ago. Pathway of Life Church was born. And here we are, the fourth location, about to build the fifth building in the history of our church. And it's because of your dream that I can do what I'm doing. It's because of your dream that we can serve the community like we have served for many years now. And we want to say thank you. Thank you for dreaming and allowing us to dream with you. Thank you for being an example, for setting the bar high for us to walk in integrity and walk with a discipline to serve God's people. We just want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be who we are. It's because of your faithfulness that we can stand on your shoulders. It's because of all that God has done in your heart. It's this land that we stand on, that marriages are going to be restored. It's this land that we stand on, that lives are going to be, that are broken, that are going to be put back together. It's this land that we stand on, that future generations, even babies that have not been born yet, are going to find Jesus on this land. It's the future generations of people that are broken and their hearts are shattered into a million pieces. Even neighborhoods around us are going to come on this land. It's because of your dream, and we want to say thank you. Thank you for dreaming. Thank you for putting the dream inside of me that I can carry your legacy on. I stand on your shoulders. I stand on the example that you have laid out for us, and we are excited that Pathway of Life Church, the best is yet to come.